thought about going to a gaming convention. There were going to be some cool people there, Star Trek actors and whatnot, and I thought it'd be cool to go. And then I thought about how much money would cost for me to go there. Money to pay the gas to get there, money to stay in a hotel, of course, wear and tear on a vehicle, the cost of admission. I figured I could probably easily spend maybe $800 just to drive there, get into a hotel, and get into the thing. And then there'd be additional costs involved in whatever I would wind up buying or doing while I was inside. And then there's the fact that I didn't have anyone to go with, so it'll just be me going there by myself to entertain myself with this activity. And then I thought, why would I do this? Because if I want to have fun, I can have fun at home. I can do things that I enjoy right here in my own town and in my own home. So I ordered some cool gaming trinkets off Amazon, and I spent some time doing some things at home, and I got an extra game or two to play off the Steam sale that I saw that I liked. And I've been just enjoying my vacation at home. And I wind up getting things that I maybe wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And it costs me less to do this. And I'm not tired and I'm not frustrated because I went somewhere hoping to have this really amazing experience and then felt like it was a letdown because I was tired and overextended or something. And sometimes I think it's easy to go on a vacation hoping that you're going to have this amazing experience. And if you were lonely before you went, you're going to be lonely when you get there. If you have really good company, it doesn't really matter where you go. You could have really good company and enjoy that company right there at home. If you don't have really good company, it doesn't matter if you travel hundreds or thousands of miles away. You're not going to have this really epic experience, because the things that really make an experience are the things that you can't really buy with money. And the things that we really want out of life experiences often are things just like that, things that you can't really buy with money. And I think it's important to answer the question first before you do something. What is it that you really want out of that experience? Because if I want something specific, a thing, then I go to the store that sells that thing and I go get it. That's pretty simple. If I'm looking for a good vacation, though, do I really need to... What am I going to get by going a long ways away to go have an experience? Or am I just going to convince myself that maybe I'll have a really good experience if I do something dramatic that's way outside the realm of what I would normally be doing? And if you really just kind of add up what is it that you want, and then you look for the simplest way to meet that need, then you might find that you don't have to go a long ways to satisfy yourself. You don't have to go across the country to have a fun experience, or to meet someone new, or to spend time in a way that's going to be memorable and exciting. If I wanted to immerse myself in an experience that was beyond my wildest imagination, do I really have to go across the world to some exotic far off place, or could I just read a book that's able to take me to an amazing place that's far away, or watch a documentary that shows me things I haven't seen before? is there a simpler way? And usually the truth is we ignore the simple things that we could do that would give us a sense of satisfying our curiosity or piquing our interest or giving us a good time. And then we go look for the complicated things that are harder and more expensive. And then we go for those. But then we get frustrated because it doesn't feel like it was enough. You know, you go on this long vacation, you planned it all out, it was supposed to be perfect, and then it's time to go back to work on Monday, and you're thinking, oh man, I didn't really have the epic time I was hoping to have. That's a bummer. But what if you just learn to enjoy your life as it is? Enjoy your experience today. And then it's not about that vacation that you wait for months to come around and spending a whole bunch of money for something so that you can say you finally experienced what you wanted to experience. Just experience something different today. It doesn't have to be this big epic thing that's expensive and time consuming, and you can only have the experience if you take a bunch of time off of work. You know, a friend of mine was saying, you know, it would be so amazing to go on a cruise and just spend a long time out at sea, traveling on a cruise ship for months or a year or something. And I don't debate that. I'm sure it would be quite interesting and quite cool. But if I really want to know what it looks like to see out of a cruise ship, I could just play an ambience video of looking out at the ocean for 8 hours on my TV and basically get the same experience. Because if you're on a cruise ship, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see the walls of your room, and you're going to see maybe the balcony, and you're going to see the horizon of ocean stretching out before you. It's not going to be anything more than that. Maybe you'll have some good food. Well, I can go down to the store right now and I can get good food of all sorts, and I could have a nice seafood dinner that I got out of the frozen department. The truth is, we can satisfy our needs pretty easily, pretty simply, and quite often pretty close to home and pretty cheaply. It's just we convince ourselves that we need something epic. We need something that's next level. And then we go looking for these amazing experiences. And we set ourselves up for failure and disappointment, because nothing ever lives up to that expectation. When we're in our heads, we're sitting there thinking, how am I going to have a really amazing experience? If you've ever been a child looking forward to summer vacation, or you are an adult looking forward to your vacation, have you ever felt like you were looking forward to this amazing thing that was going to happen, and the only part of the experience you actually enjoyed was looking forward to it, counting it down, just waiting and hoping, and it never seems like it'll come fast enough, and you're just waiting for this amazing time that's going to come. And then when the time actually comes, it's rather lackluster. That's because you've cooked it up in your head that you're going to have this amazing experience. But the amazing experience is never really as amazing as your expectation of it is. And that's a bad way to live your life. Feeling like you're always looking forward to something, that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And life never is quite as good as you hoped it would be. And you're always hoping that the good stuff is around the next corner. It's the pursuit of happiness that doesn't exist. Or you can just have a good time right now. You can enjoy your life today. You can be present in the moment. If you want to see something new or experience something new, you just meet your needs in a simple, attainable way today. The truth is, a lot of the things that we look for in monetary solution or by traveling are things that you can't buy with money and you can't physically go out and find, like companionship or looking for the right people to have in your life. You can't go out on a road trip and find those. You can't go spend a bunch of money and buy those. Those are things that come in due time, and you can't rush them or force them or buy them. Those things are either things that you find with the right people when the right time comes, or maybe they're just things you find inside by looking within and learning to have a certain sense of peace with yourself to enjoy your own life experience without needing other people to validate it. However, the things that we look for in vacations and look for in activities we do, those things don't have to be expensive. Those things can be remarkably close to home. If I want to have a sense of wonder looking up at the night sky and enjoying that sense of smallness in the face of a grand and amazing universe, I don't have to go on a space tourism mission. I don't have to go some far off place where I can look at the night sky through a telescope way out in the middle of nowhere. I can probably just go outside right now today and have a sense of wonder about life. I can look up at the sky right outside the apartment where I live, and I can see the stars, and I can take in that sense of solitude and wonder. I don't have to go a long ways away. Life is filled with examples like that. You don't have to go a long way to find a sense of wonder and joy and to be inspired. You just have to stop getting in your own way and stop feeling like you have to do something really astronomically huge to find the experience that you're looking for. The experience you need is probably just right here, right now. And it's really rewarding to get to the point in life where you feel like you enjoy any given day. Because if I enjoy today, if I enjoy right now, if I enjoy my life as it is, not to say I'm not open to better things and bigger things and other things that might come my way when the time's right, but if I can just truly enjoy my life as it is, then everything else is just extra. There is no looking forward to that pot at the end of the rainbow. It's just life is good. And that's a fun place to be, because then you're not disappointed because you feel like you need to somehow make those rare experiences really count. It's like if you have a job and that job really kind of takes away all of your sense of ability to, I guess, be alone, like you're always absorbed in this job, then you have this one time in the year when you're going to be able to go take a week of vacation, and then you just put a whole bunch of effort and time into trying to figure out, how am I going to make this vacation the very best it could possibly be? And then you're frustrated with your family because they're taking your time, and you're frustrated with how it wasn't fun enough, and it just is all pretty much downhill from there. Why not? It's because you're living your life wrong. You're living your life in the sense of looking at everything as basically life is hard and life is negative. Life's a problem. And then I'm going to take this one little vacation. I'm going to plan it out. It's going to be perfect. And I'm going to spend a bunch of money on it. And it's going to be this relief from all the things that I have to deal with all the rest of the year. And how do you live up to that? You are determined that you're going to have this One special experience is going to make up for the entirety of a life that's poorly lived. And it never does. You're just even more frustrated because the cure winds up feeling like more of the same problem you were trying to escape. Just yet another thing that doesn't live up to your expectations. It's been said that it's never enough for the person to whom enough is too little. And that's true. Either your life is good the way it is, or your life isn't going to be good. You got to get to the point in life where you can say it's finished, you know? It's a complete experience. If I die today, then that's fine. I'm not saying I want to die today. I'm just saying I don't need to do more stuff in my life in order to give my life a sense of meaning or purpose. That's really the crux of it. We start feeling like we need to finish something. We need to complete it. We need to get to the end. We need to finish that content. Well, life is itself always in a state of being finished. Maybe not finished the way we want it to be, but finished enough. We don't have to do something more to get to the point where life can be viewed as a complete experience. When you understand that, then you stop trying to achieve more and you just start being content with what you have, being content with yourself as you are. And that is itself happiness, to not feel like you need something more than what you have in order to be content with the life that you've been given. That's the greatest key to success and happiness in life. And it's ironic because, as with most things in life, you don't have to go a long way to find the solutions you're looking for. Usually you have to just surrender enough to accept the fact that the things you really need the most in life are actually right under your nose all along, and they probably always have been. And once you realize that, then it's not really that big of a deal anymore what happens. You enjoy the experience that you have, you make the most of each moment, and it's kind of like going to a buffet. You go to the buffet, you get a plate, you fill it up with stuff that looks good, and then you eat until you're satisfied. And if you don't like something, then you don't go get seconds. It's just that simple. But you don't go out there and say, I have to eat everything at the buffet. You don't say, I have to try everything here. No. You just enjoy the fact that there is a variety to choose from, and you pick things that you enjoy, and it is what it is. That's life. It is what it is. But it's amazing how much it can be, how much it can become, how much you can gain when you stop being frustrated with life and you just make the most out of what you have. When you make the most out of each moment, it can be amazing how much blessings start to accumulate. And I've thought about this law of attraction and all that stuff. And my conclusion on this is that it's not so much that thinking positive thoughts is necessarily going to bring a bunch of abundance into your life, as in like a magnet drawing what you want to you. It's not so much like that. I think it's more like if you had a garden and you were poisoning the ground all the time, then you're not going to have anything that grows there. But if you stop poisoning the ground and you don't have those negatives there anymore, then things start to grow. And it's not really that you've gone out of your way to draw those things to you. It's just that you've kind of stopped pushing them away. You stopped doing the things that are going to guarantee that those things never come your way. And then you're able to start seeing the blessings that you always could have benefited from, but you always kind of pushed them away, and you made sure that those doors were closed. That's the power of positive thinking and being present in the moment and enjoying your life as it is. It's not that you're going to magically create things that don't exist. It's just you're able to harness the power of the things that always have existed in your life, the things that are blessings all around you. You're able to see them, you're all able to manifest them if you stop having toxic thoughts and attitudes toward life that prevent them from growing into the blessings that they are meant to be. So stop worrying so much about looking for good experiences in life and trying to chase something and trying to get to that next level, and instead just focus on enjoying the experience and find simple ways to enjoy your life without going a long way. You might be surprised how positive an experience you can have without actually going very far out of your way. Till next time, thank you for watching.